Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I will show you how to crochet these baby slides or summer sandals. They could be personalized with embroidered letters like this. But now we will crochet the option without them. We will be making the size for 3 to 6 month old baby. It's approximately 10 centimeters in length or 4 inches. For the project, you will need cotton yarn, a 2.5 mm hook, stitch markers, scissors, a sewing needle, Eva foam or rubber material with the sew shape. More about the materials you can find in the description box below. Now let's get started. Make a slip knot and a chain of 17 stitches. Into the third chain from the hook, this is one, the second and the third chain, this is the third chain, make 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet and the second double crochet into the same chain. Insert the stitch marker into the first double crochet. This will mark the beginning of our first round. Continue working over the chains. Make a double crochet into each of the next 13 chains. So into next chain 1 double crochet, in the next chain the second double crochet, continue with the double crochets across until you reach the second to last chain. We are coming to the end. We made the 13 double crochets. In the last chain here, make 6 double crochets. One, two, three, 4, 5 and 6. Continue working on the opposite side of the base chain. We will work into each chain we have worked on, but from this side. Make a double crochet into each of the next 13 chains. At the same time, hide that yarn tail while you are crocheting between the stitches. At the end we have one chain left. As you can see, this is the same chain we made the first 2 double crochets at the beginning of the round. Into that last chain, make 2 double crochets, 1 and the second double crochet. Remove the marker and join the round with a slip stitch. Continue with round 2. Chain 1, the slip stitch here will not count as a stitch and we will not work over it. Remember that because it will prevent any mistakes in stitch counts. Into the very first stitch, the same as chain 1, make 2 single crochets. 1 single crochet and the second single crochet in the same stitch. Insert the stitch marker into the first single crochet to mark our second round and continue with 2 single crochet in the next stitch. 1 single crochet and the second in the same stitch. Continue working over the next stitches and make 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then make a half double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Into each of the next 6 stitches make a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Into each of the next 6 stitches make 2 double crochets. So the first double crochet and the second double crochet in the same stitch. The first double crochet in next stitch and the second double crochet in the same stitch. And again, 1 double crochet in next stitch and the second double crochet in the same stitch. Continue until you work all 6 stitches with 2 double crochets. Into each of the next 6 stitches make a double crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then a half double crochet into each of next 2 stitches, and a single crochet into each of next 5 stitches. Into each of the last 2 stitches, make 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, and the second single crochet in the same stitch, and the last one, 1 single crochet and the second in the same stitch. As we said, we will not work over the slip stitch here. Remove the marker and slip stitch. Continue to round 3. Chain 2, make 2 double crochets into the first stitch. Place the stitch marker into the first double crochet, and work 2 double crochets into each of the next 2 stitches. So you should work 2 double crochets into each of first 3 stitches. Continue across with 16 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Continue until you make 16 double crochets. Into each of next 8 stitches, make 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet and the second in the same stitch. Continue with the next stitch with 1 double crochet and the second double crochet in the same stitch. Continue until you work all 8 stitches with 2 double crochets. Continue working across with 16 double crochets. One, two, three, four. Continue until you make 16. Into each of last 3 stitches make 2 double crochets. Cut the yarn and pull it out. Insert the needle in that way and make a faux stitch. Hide and secure that yarn tail on the wrong side. Mark the faux stitch with the stitch marker. Make another sole, but leave a long piece of yarn before you finish it. Leave about 150-160 centimeters. And make a faux stitch with that yarn. Mark the faux stitch. Take both sews, place them with the wrong sides together and start to connect them with the yarn we left. Insert the needle with the yarn left from the one sew into the stitch on the right side next to the stitch marker of the next sew and pull it out to tighten both parts. Then take the hook Insert it through both parts into the places with the stitch markers. Yarn over and pull through. Now remove the markers, we will not need them anymore. Insert the hook into the next stitches, again through both parts, yarn over and pull through, making a slip stitch. Make the same, insert the hook in next stitches through both parts, yarn over and pull through, making a slip stitch. Continue with the same. Continue connecting both parts until you reach the other side, somewhere here, and I will meet you right there. Take the other sew and insert it between both parts. Once you do that, continue connecting both parts with the slip stitch until you reach the last stitch. Now finish this round with a faux stitch like that. Insert through this V-stitch and pull it out. And insert in the last stitch through both parts. Hide and secure the yarn and we will continue to the upper part. Rotate the ready sew in that way, so the V of the slip stitches from connecting the sew will be in front of you. We will work over the widest part. Find the midline here, right to the top. From that line, count 7 stitches to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at the top of that stitch, place the stitch marker. There are 4 loops here, but we will work only over the first 2 loops. You can see here are the 4 loops, but we will work only over the first 2 loops, which are the closest to you. Whenever we have to work over the sew, we will work only over these 2 loops, not all 4. Now do the same to the other side, find the middle line and count 7 stitches to the right. At the top of that 7th stitch, into the first 2 loops, insert the stitch marker. Not all 4, just the first 2 loops. These 2 loops will be from the down part of the sew. When you start working, you will turn the sew in the way, so they will be the same loops, but you will see them as the 3rd and the 4th loops from the sew. You will see when you reach there. If it's too complicated for you, you can work over the 4 loops, but it depends on your preferences. Take another yarn and make a slip knot. Attach it to these 2 loops with the stitch marker from this side. From this side there will be the first 2 loops. Make a chain of 14 stitches. And connect with the slip stitch to the marked stitch of the other side. From that side there will be the 3rd and the 4th loops of the sew. This chain will be the starting chain from where we will work the upper part. Now make a single crochet into the next 2 loops to the left over the sew into the 3rd and the 4th loop. Now turn your work and continue working over the chains. Skip the first stitch and into the next chain make a single crochet. Continue with a single crochet into the next chain and continue with single crochets across the chains to the end. Now you should have 15 stitches in total. Rotate slightly the sew in the way so you will be able to work over the two loops of the down part. Make 2 single crochets into the stitches next to the starting chain and turn. Skip the first stitch and make a single crochet into the next stitch. And continue with single crochets across. You should have 16 stitches in total. Make 2 more single crochets over the sole, one and the second. As you can see, we work only over the third and the fourth loop from that side. Now turn your work, skip the first stitch and make a single crochet decrease or single crochet 2 together. Insert the hook in next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Insert into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Make single crochets into next stitches until you make 13 single crochets. Once you have 2 stitches left, make a single crochet decrease. You should have from the beginning of the row 15 stitches in total and make 2 more single crochets over the sew. Turn your work. Skip the first stitch and into the next make a single crochet. Continue with single crochet and with single crochets across to the end of the row. Now you should have 16 stitches in total and make 2 more single crochets over the sole. Turn your work, skip the first stitch and make a single crochet. Make again a single crochet and continue with single crochets across to the end of the row. You should have at the end 17 stitches in total and make 2 more single crochets over the sole. Now turn your work, skip the first stitch and we will make a single crochet decrease. Into each of next 14 stitches make a single crochet. And when you have 2 stitches left, make a single crochet decrease. Now you should have 16 stitches in total and make 2 more single crochets over the stitches of the sole. And turn. We are at row 7. Skip the first stitch, make a single crochet and continue with single crochets across. You should have 17 stitches in total. Make 2 single crochets over the sole and turn. We are at row 8. Skip the first stitch, Make a single crochet and continue with single crochet across. You should have 18 stitches in total. Make 2 more single crochets over the sole and turn. Row 9, skip the first stitch, make a single crochet and continue with single crochet across. You should have 19 stitches in total. Make 2 more single crochets over the sole and turn. Row 10, skip the first stitch, make a single crochet and continue with single crochets across. You should have at the end 20 stitches in total and make 1 more single crochet over the sole. Make a chain of 30 chain stitches. Make a slip stitch to that last stitch over the sole. Then make a single crochet into the first stitch of the row and turn. Skip that same stitch and make a single crochet into each chain across to the end of the chain. make a slip stitch into the first unused stitch of the main part and cut the yarn. Hide and secure the yarn between the inner stitches and the sews, and that's it. Our sandals are ready. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. In my next video, I will show you how to crochet the embroidered letters. And thanks for watching. Bye!